happy to see you today, and I'm going to teach you a new part of the lesson, addition of hydrogen halides. I have given examples of hydrogen halides. If I want to recall your memory, hydrogen halides forms when hydrogen bonded with a halogen. You know halogens are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. When they are connected with hydrogen, we call hydrogen halides, right? In this lesson, I'm going to show you the mechanism of the hydrogen halides are bonding to alkenes, right? Okay, let's take an example. This is my first example, example number 1. I'll take ethene. Ethene, how to write ethene? C2H4, right? Let me draw the displayed formula for this, right? And as I told you, I want to bond hydrogen halide to this alkene. What I'm going to do is I'll take hydrogen bromide. I'll show the bonding too. You will ask, teacher, why can't we take HCl, HI? No problem, you can take, but I use hydrogen bromide because it is in your syllabus, right? So you know this area was known as electrophile because it can drag electrons to itself, towards this carbon-carbon double bond, right? That's why we call it electrophile. In our first video, I have shared it with you, right? Then let's see what will happen. Dear children, you should understand there are intermediate steps there are, but it's enough for you to understand the final step. But in your note, I have sent the intermediate steps too. You can go through it. See what will happen. What will happen, because you know this is halogen group, they have electronegativity, and what will happen? Hydrogen and bromine, there is a partial, or we call polarity. There is a simple polarity, that's why we are using delta. Delta minus and delta plus. Due to this, what will happen to the double bonding? They support to break the double bond, right? As soon as it breaks, the diagram is no more like ethene, it will be another compound. See, I will draw the hydrogens which you can see at the beginning, and the hydrogen that comes from the HBr can be replaced here. And what will happen to bromine? You have 2 hydrogen aside, and I'm going to represent it here. And you may ask, teacher, why can't we write Br somewhere else? Yes, no problem, but in this, here or here, no problem, you can mention it. That is the mechanism of drawing the addition of hydrogen halides to an alkene. I have taken the simplest alkene because it's easy for you to understand. I'm going to take a bit complicated alkene. I'll take propene. Can you remember the diagram or the displayed formula or the structural formula of propene? Yes. Let me draw propene in this. This is my second example. Oh, sorry. Right, this is my second example. Propene. Let me start with this. CH2, is it clear if I draw like that? Shall I draw the displayed formula instead of the structural formula? I hope it is easy for you to understand. Okay, look at the board. Let me draw the displayed formula of ethene. One, two, three, four, bonded. Let me take hydrogen bromide once again. and see what will happen. There is a polarity. We will mark it from delta. There are 3 carbons, that's why we call it propene, 1, 2, 3, and there is a double bond, so alkene. Right, what will happen? The same thing, the electrophile is there, and because of this polarity, what will happen? They break the bond. HBr had a bond. The bond will be breakable due to this polarity, electronegativity. And this affects to break the double bond. What is the result then? There are intermediate steps. Remember that? Okay. No more double bond. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bondings. And you have CH3 here, as it is now it has converted to alkane. This is 3. Right. Alkene. Then what will happen? 1, 2, 3, 4 bonding. So we will send this hydrogen to one of the carbons, and we have bromine atom and hydrogen atom. It's a simple mechanism because you have drawn many large mechanisms than this. So this is not hard for you to understand. Remember, there are intermediate steps too. Right? According to the note, I have taken another example, that is a bromine, diatomic bromine. Let me show you that also because it is bit different. Let me take, according to this, I have taken ethene. Let me take ethene once again. Ethene is the simplest alkene that you have come across, and we have diatomic bromine. You know, we write diatomic bromine like this, but I am not going to write like that. I will represent the bonding too. Electrophile is there. Here, there's a special thing happens. What? In the hydrogen bromide compound, I told you there is a polarity. Here also there will be a polarity, though they are in same compound. So one reacts as delta negative and delta plus. It can either, this might be delta negative and this might be delta plus. So due to this result, what will happen to the double bond? It will break. So let's redraw. Now there is no more alkene to see. Okay. Well, let's write. You can represent this Br anywhere here, no problem. But I drew it here. See whether you can understand that this is the simplest way to understand, though there are intermediate steps. Those steps were given one by one for you to understand, but this is easy for you to recall your memory. Please keep the note with you and you can tally the video and the the note. Right. Here we go. We have another example, that is your final example, that is propene with what? Sulfuric acid. Propene. This is my third example, isn't it? Oh no, I'm sorry, it's fourth. Yes, the fourth example. Ethene, double bond. You may ask, teacher, why did you draw CH2 here, sorry, CH3 here? If you want, you can draw it here, no problem, because to show you the process well, only I drew it there, right? Sorry. Right. Hydrogen, I kept the bond angles too. I told you sulfuric. What is the formula for sulfuric? H2SO4. So here we go. Sulfur double bonded with oxygen, sulfur double bonded with oxygen, single bond with oxygen, hydrogen. Single bond with oxygen, single bond with hydrogen. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 oxygen atoms. Sulfur is the main atom, central atom there, and H2, 1, 2, I mean, yes, 2 hydrogen atoms. Here is the mechanism. Is that all right if I draw it here? It is easy for me because I have more space here than here. Right. Here we go. What will happen? Oxygen has electronegativity, right? And it will affect the double bonding in carbon-carbon. So what will happen? This is the final result. Now there is no more alkene here. Let's draw the bonding. Once you had hydrogen here, another hydrogen was representing here. Here you had the CH3 group and you had hydrogen here. Right. What will happen? We break this bond and take that hydrogen here or here, no problem. So then the rest of the part is this. Then we are going to start from one corner. See whether you can understand. I broke this one, this bonding. So I took that hydrogen here. I have double bonding or double. Now you may ask, why teacher, why didn't you count all together and wrote? Because there is an empty space here. There is a sort of a deficiency here. Because of that, I joined that O to this carbon. And there are two double bonding. It was representing here and hydrogen here. There are intermediate stages. Remember that. Study them very well. These things are easy for you. You always do good. I hope this is not a big thing for you. Right? That's all. So I hope you will learn well. Please keep in touch. I wish you a good day and God bless you all.